Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all, and welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not, and the fair act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. First off, I want to say, happy Friday, y'all. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. I hope everybody is staying safe and all that good stuff, okay? This whole thing is so chaotic. It don't make sense, okay? Miss Holla passed away, as everybody knows. And, the family is, in an uproar right now. A lot of stuff is going on right now. The media, this is blowing up on social media all over the place. And it doesn't make sense, y'all. I'm just gonna speak from experience, okay? A lot of the subscribers are feeling like they're being scammed. They're feeling like, Miss Holla's kids are, scamming, people out of money, and a lot of people feel like they've been doing it, okay? I didn't want to address this until, the funeral was over and everything like that, and Miss Holla is resting in peace. But y'all, let me tell y'all something. I noticed some things that, I kind of just, didn't want to mention. I noticed a lot of stuff, okay? Now, one thing that I noticed is that, for months, the family has been collecting a lot of money from Miss Holla, okay, y'all? Not only did her subscribers support her by sending her all kind of gifts and stuff like that, because she was sick and she was entertaining, y'all. She was somebody that, if you want a good laugh, you can, and she reminded you of, a lot of people, she reminded them of their own grandmother, okay? And people just tuned in to see what Miss Holla had to say, y'all, okay? Because she made you laugh, y'all. She made you laugh, and, you just wanted to see her perspective of certain things and stuff like that. Now, certain things came out of her mouth was not nice, but at the same time, you have to take in consideration that she was sick, y'all, okay? For months, her family collected money. And you saw everybody around her dolled up all the time, hair, nails done, this and that and this. And you only see Miss Holla, and it's not much you can do for someone that's sick, but you can make, due to the fact that a lot of people were sending so much money, they collected thousands of dollars per day from her cash apps and all this stuff, because people were sending money for anything that she could have possibly wanted and needed. They wanted her to have it, and you would have thought that, like, her room would have been fixed up. They would have had her, even though she had, she was in a hospital bed and stuff like that, you still would have thought that the family would be showing that, they bought her a new rug, or they bought her a new, bedroom set or something like that, especially with the amount of money that was coming in, y'all. Now, if they did not want to spend money in about, with, on her in her room and stuff like that, because that's most of the place area that she was at, in her bedroom, okay? Which you didn't see too much new stuff coming in that room, other than gifts that came in. But as far as all thousands and thousands of dollars that her family collected for her, you didn't see really where that money was going to. Yeah, they made sure she ate well. They made sure that, she had her lottery tickets. But they collected hundreds of thousands of dollars, in Miss Holla's name. Okay, y'all? And a lot of that money went toward everybody else. All right, y'all? And, I just wish that the family would, take in consideration that people sent in a lot of money to them. Okay, y'all? A lot. Now, I'm going to say this. Some of the family members came forward and they said that she was really sick, and who's going to give out some insurance to someone that's already sick. Well, I'm going to tell you from my grandmother's perspective. My grandmother, she passed away of cancer as well. Okay. At the time when she got sick, and we start checking into her, personal things and stuff like that, and looking to the fact that this day is going to come because she's sick, okay, and it's spreading all over her body, this cancer. So we start checking into insurance policies. Um, when we start checking into insurance policy, a lot of places will not give you an insurance policy when you have someone that is already, really, really sick. Okay. But there is insurance policies called for just burial expenses. Not nothing extra to be putting in the family's pockets or taking care of the family when she's gone. None of that. Okay. It's just for burial. And I think it's like $5,000 or $10,000 that you can get. Okay. And you can pay for this, and it doesn't matter if they, are sick or not. You can get burial insurance, y'all. So when it comes to that situation, the family they're either lying or they were never told about this. Now, I know one thing for sure. When you start getting a certain age, y'all, people start sending you stuff to your house saying, do you want to get this insurance? It doesn't matter what condition you're in, and this is just for burial insurance. They start sending you these type of paperwork, and everybody that have received this, they about know. If you start getting into, up in age, they start sending this stuff out to your house, and you don't even have to ask for it. So I do believe that the family is lying on that part, saying that they could not get in any insurance. Okay. And I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna just wipe the slate clean and say that they couldn't get any insurance policy. Okay, which I know you can, but I'm gonna just say they couldn't. Okay, for a second, all the money that they collected, hundreds of thousands of dollars from subscribers, sending them money daily, y'all. Thousands and thousands of dollars daily that they were receiving in her Cash App. That money should have been going toward her funeral expenses. I know a lot of people, y'all, that has already paid for their funeral already. They already have the burial site where they're going to be buried, everything already paid for. A lot of people do this up front. So why couldn't they do this for Holla if they were receiving all this money? Okay? So this goes to show you that there is some bull crap in this as well. Okay, y'all? As far as transportation, her doctor bills, her medication, stuff like that, that was already paid for. She had Medicare and all that kind of stuff, Medicaid, Medicare, something like that. That was paid for, y'all. And 9 times out of 10, she was receiving Social Security. Okay, so she was already getting a check too. So Miss Holla had a lot of money coming in, y'all, and it's no way, shape, or form that they could not put up some of that money that they was receiving from her subscribers and the people that loved and cared for her. There's no reason that they did not have money to bury her. Now, word on the street is they put up a GoFundMe saying that they needed $10,000. Now, let me tell y'all something. $10,000 on a funeral is very extravagant, to be honest. Okay, the regular amount of money that people spend on just a regular funeral, it's gonna be between $3,000 to $5,000, y'all. To be honest, to get the casket and all of that done, and obituaries and everything, it's not gonna cost over $5,000 if you're not going crazy with it. Okay, y'all, and trying to live beyond y'all means. There's no reason that she should have had a funeral for $10,000, y'all. It doesn't even make any sense, okay? It don't. Now, what people are complaining about is the fact that her subscribers start sending in money when she passed away. And the money almost reached $50,000, y'all. It was 40-something thousand dollars that it came to. And then they finally shut down the GoFundMe. Now, I want y'all to think about this. After she passed away, look how fast that the family collected almost $50,000. Okay? Now, think about all the money that they collected daily from people that was sending her money, that was subscribed to her because, she was sick, and they were sending her, money then. They were receiving money like this all the time. Every month, they were receiving over $50,000 in just cash apps, y'all. Okay, this is what they were receiving. Now they want to keep saying, "Oh, what about the taxes on it and this and that and that and this?" What about the money? There's no reason that if they would have put up $1,000 a week, they would have had money to bury Miss Holla, y'all. It's a bunch of bull crap that's going on right now, and it's embarrassing. It's very embarrassing that our people act like this. It's sad. And at the same time, I understand some people feeling like they want to set up, YouTube pages and Facebook pages and stuff after that, because a lot of, most likely 9 times out of 10, a lot of Miss Holla's, grandkids and stuff like that, and children, they probably want her, her followers probably want to keep up with how they're doing and stuff like that after, Miss Holla is gone, because she had a nice amount of subscribers, y'all. Okay. They wanted to know, most likely they're going to want to know how they're doing and keeping up with them, and maybe probably help them out with graduations and stuff like that and this and that, because of the fact that they cared about Miss Holla. Okay. Because a lot of people give out of the goodness of their heart. It's not because they expect something in exchange. Okay, y'all? And a lot of people out here just taking because of the greed in their heart. And, they're expecting everything. All right? So now some of her grandkids, there's nothing wrong with working and this and that and this. They're honestly getting on social media now saying that they're setting up accounts so that they can, have all the, lavish things in life and pay for their bills and this and that and that and this, so people can just, send them money. I can see you set up any kind of page, and you got something to bring to the table. But if it's just for the people to follow you every day and to pay for it, to get your girl nails done and pay your car notes and this and that, and this is all you thinking about, even if it's to just collect the check from YouTube or the check from, Facebook or whatever it may be, I don't see why somebody would jump on, social media and there's some kin to Holla and say that they're just going to start a page so they can beg subscribers to take care of them. That's sad, y'all. This is sad, and this is so embarrassing in so many ways. And I'm going to tell y'all this. One of the grandkids, I think she's maybe 16 or something like that, she got a little smart mouth, y'all, okay? And all while Holla was alive, she reaped all the benefits of, all the money that was coming in from these subscribers. And for her to start getting so disrespectful after Holla is gone, saying that, she's getting really smart and talking all kind of stuff, okay, y'all? These are the type of people that, this where's the negativity is coming from. This is why certain people is coming at them, because the little smart stuff that's coming out her little mouth and everything, okay, y'all? So this is what's, people feeling like they entitled to at least some respect, and they done took care of your grandmother all these months and sent in money and this and that, and now that she's gone, you don't even know how to talk to the subscribers that helped y'all. You don't know how to talk to the subscribers that's been getting y'all hair done, your nails done, buying new cars for them, houses, because word on the street is they bought houses and everything with some of Miss Holla's money. So y'all, this don't make no sense. This is sad on every level. She is not even, hasn't been, in the ground even a day or so, and they're already in uproar, the whole family. And I'm going to tell y'all this, I say this all the time. When people pass away, and I understand that people mourn different, but when you have, subscribers and people that just sit back and watch Miss Holla every day or every other day or however, long they were watching her, and they are crying and upset over her being gone, and you're not seeing that out of the people that were around her. You're not seeing the family members really mourn. They're really just fighting over money. It's sad when it comes down to that, okay? And you know, the thing of this is, one good thing about this whole thing right now is the people that were scamming Miss Holla, the people that, you know, were just using her and getting her money from her and this and that and this. Um, the well done ran dry now, y'all. Ain't nobody about to be sending you money for Miss Holla anymore. Okay, so you all gonna have to pull your own weight. And you know, there's some of the family members that stopped working and all kind of stuff because it was so much money coming in. Okay, and I'm gonna tell y'all this: they just got into it with somebody, and the reason why they got into it with somebody, the family, is because this person wanted to pay the expenses for the funeral. Okay, and they wanted to send the money straight to the funeral home instead of put it in, you know, the family's hands. They said, I will cover the expenses for the funeral. And this is just one person, y'all. Just think about all the thousands and thousands. She had, I think she had about 300,000 subscribers, something like that. Y'all, this is just one person that said that they would cover the expenses for her funeral. And they got into it with this person because they wanted this person to send them the money for the funeral and not the funeral home, y'all. And this is why, you know, the daughter and one of the you know, these guys got into it because they wouldn't send them the money. So that goes to show you that they knew that they were collecting money and that the funeral was already paid for, y'all. This is so sad, you know. But this happens. This happens in a lot of families. A lot of families. There's always some beefing going on. People say they're going to put some money in. Then people get into it because they won't help. You know, the siblings won't help pay for the funeral. And this and that and that and this. And this is how it goes, y'all. And it's sad because it ain't like they weren't used to no money because they was getting money on a daily basis. They was balling, okay, y'all, with all the donations that was coming in. Not just this GoFundMe, but a lot of cash apps that came in daily. They were using this money for other things instead of preparing for her. So all I have to say is shame on the family, y'all. And I'm completely talking about the people that, you know, was in charge of her cash apps, people that were, you know, in charge of her and making sure that she had everything she need, including her funeral being paid off already, y'all. Okay? This is crazy. And all I can say, you know, I hope they, you know, I hope that they, you know, come to their senses. And even it would even be nice for them to take consideration that, you know, they were in the wrong, that they should have been putting up money for her funeral because they knew that she was gonna pass soon. Okay, she was in stage 4 already. They knew that this day was coming, and it wasn't no reason that they shouldn't have already had this. They shouldn't have even had to put up any money. You know what should have been said, y'all? They should have came to social media and people would have respected them more. They probably would have respected them for the fact that they had took care of business for Miss Holla, and they would have probably, you know, respected them even more and probably sent them something anyway. And they didn't have to be lying and scheming. Okay, people would have did it anyway out of the goodness of their heart, saying that okay, they was on the up and up about their mother. Okay, if they would have came to social media and said that Miss Holla, you know, their mother had passed away, and they want to thank everybody that, you know, held her up until her passing, and they want to let everybody know that you know, due to the fact that they sent money on a daily basis, they was putting up money for her funeral, so they don't have to worry about sending her anything for her funeral. But if they want to send the family something, that's up to them. But her funeral expenses is already paid for because of the goodness of their subscribers' hearts. If they would have put up something like that, everybody would have looked at them so much different. Now everybody is looking at them like they are the scum of the earth. Okay, and if they did this in her last day of, you know, living, and after she didn't pass, now people are wondering, what all else did y'all take from her? This is what this accumulates to. This is what this adds up to. That you all been stealing from her, just like she went off one night and she said that they were stealing all her money. Okay, this is what Miss Holla did. And then she came back on social media after they probably had talked to her. And she took everything she said back. No, they not taking from me, y'all. They not this, they not that. And she had tears she was wiping from her eyes one day. And people thought, well, maybe she was having a moment, because they have these type of moments when they're sick. My dad, when he was sick, they be in a right man in and out when they're sick like that. When you're in stage 4 cancer, sometimes you think it's straight and sometimes you're not. So, I took it as maybe she was just having one of those moments, because my father had moments like that. It wasn't that nobody was taking anything from him, but he was thinking that, people was after my mama, like, y'all just want my, my wife. He was getting, frustrated. People were coming back to see about him, but he was feeling like, they were coming back to see my mom, y'all. He was still being jealous, even in those last days. So he had those moments too. It's sad, y'all. So I just thought maybe she was having one of those moments. But now, when you think back on this and you go back to that day when she did that, and Miss Holla went off and saying they just taking all my money and this and that and that and this, now you know she was telling the truth. And they talked her down to stop doing that and being like that. Because they probably no doubt told her, if you say that, then they going to stop sending you anything and blah, 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 blah. And they got her to stop, telling the truth. And she went back to, being quiet about that and being her other self, by just making people laugh with her, shenanigans, y'all, okay? But this makes them all look bad. And the way that things are going right now, it doesn't even matter about them setting up pages, because, people don't care no more. They feeling like, Miss Holla is gone now, and people is washing their hands of the whole family. Because, even though people were looking at you like you all took care of her and this and that and that and this, look how everybody's acting now, y'all. Look how everybody is acting a fool. And then, for you to get on social media and say, I can't even grieve because of what's going on. Grieving is not something you can turn on and off, y'all. If you done lost somebody, don't nobody got to tell you, oh, you can't grieve today. You can grieve tomorrow. You're going to grieve when it hits you. That's how it's going to go. If you're upset about your mother passing and stuff, you're going to be upset. And can't nobody change that. Can't nobody stop that. So for somebody to say that I can't even grieve right now, it sounds like a hypocrite, y'all. It really does. It sounds like somebody that's, you're not grieving in the first place. Only thing you probably grieving about is the money that's not going to be coming in anymore. And you probably trying to figure out now how that you're going to keep some kind of following so that you can probably get money out of people. But see, it's not going to be that easy anymore. The people that sent Miss Holla money, they sent her this because these were her last days, y'all. And people wanted to make her happy as they possibly can. A lot of people in this world has lost their grandmother, and they looked at Miss Holla as that, took that place that you can go to her. They had it where you can call her and ask her questions. Not call her, but when they were doing lives, people were sending in questions, and Miss Holla would answer some of their questions to the best of her ability. And people looked at her as a grandmother figure. Y'all can't take that place. Some of her daughters look at their kids instead of having their own mind. They ask their kids what to do, what I'm going to do now. And they're, up in age, and their kids is in their teens, and they're asking the kids what to do. So people is not looking at y'all like they looking at Holla. Miss Holla had her own mind. Even at 97 years old, she had her own mind. And she spoke whatever came to her mind. She didn't ask somebody, what should I say? Like that. So that alone tells you that people not gonna be sending y'all no money like they was sending Miss Holla money. And I'm wondering now, what kind of schemes are they gonna come up with next? Because are they gonna get desperate to maybe the point to say one of them sick so that they could try to collect some more money, because they gonna figure, well, that's how we was getting the money from Miss Holla from grandma, then let's do that then, so we can collect some more money. Now it's The well done ran dry, and it seems as if they're going to be reaching for all kind of schemes. And y'all watch out for it, okay? Because I'm gonna be the first. I'm the first one gonna say it right now. That are they gonna come up with some more schemes? One scheme after another. Because if you a con and you scheming and this and that and that and this, you don't just give up that easy. And they got used to that money coming in, y'all. They got used to it. Okay? It's just like some of the the YouTubers that didn't, put their foot in their mouth and they didn't get, kicked off of YouTube. And now they're looking back like, man, I was making this type of money, now I'm not making anything, and it was their own fault because they was acting a fool. Okay? And that well done ran dry now, and now they see that they done messed up. Okay? And it's the same thing with them. They put their own foot in their mouth. Their actions is showing all over YouTube, all over Facebook. And word on the street is, y'all, Miss Holla not only was getting a YouTube check, because she was monetized on YouTube, and she was getting a lot of views. Okay, y'all, if you got almost 300,000 subscribers, you are bringing in a decent check every month. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. She also was monetized on Facebook. She was getting a decent check on Facebook as well. She had a lot of subscribers. I think they said she had almost 1 million or something subscribers or something like that on Facebook. I'm not surely 100% sure about how many on Facebook, but I think she had more on Facebook than she had on YouTube. And she had a nice size check coming in on Facebook too. Not to mention her Social Security, and then not to mention, y'all, just this is crazy, y'all. Not to mention, okay, all the cash apps that people were sending her and gifts. They didn't have to buy her anything. They sent her lotion. They sent her all kind of stuff, y'all. They sent her anything that her heart desired. Her subscribers sent to her. So they didn't even have to go to the store and buy a lot of stuff. Anything that Miss Holla said she needed or wanted, it was there. She looked in the mailbox and it was there, y'all. So it's sad that, the family is doing this. But I'm going to tell y'all that God don't like ugly. And everything that they're doing is coming to light. And it's definitely going to come back to them. It's definitely going to come back to them. As fast as they got all that money and stole from her, is as fast as they're going to lose it. You watch and see. All of them that got all of these nice cars and this and that off of Miss Holla's money and wasn't putting it toward her funeral and stuff like that she actually needed. Watch and see how fast it go. They're going to be on YouTube talking about they selling cars in a minute. They're going to be on YouTube talking about they about to lose the house in a minute. Y'all watch it and see. Because God don't like ugly. Seriously. But anyway, y'all, I just had to jump on here and say this from, experience, about the insurance policies and, what they lying about and what they, what they did and what I saw. I wanted to jump back on here and say something. I still wanted to pay my respects to Ms. Holla at the same time. But at the same time, there were things that I saw. But I didn't want to talk about it until, she was buried and this stuff was, out the way. But now, this is some bull crap now, y'all. It's straight up bull crap. And, if you were going to even collect $10,000 from the subscribers, why didn't you cut it off at $10,000? Why did you let it the money just keep, overflowing until you got to 40? It's just like the Shanquilla Robinson stuff, okay? They asked people for money. They asked for a certain amount. They got it. They raised it. They got that. They raised it again. So it goes to show you that it's about money. It ain't about the person. And if you can't call yourself, I can't even grieve, you wasn't going to grieve in the first place. And the only thing that you're probably grieving about is that money that's not coming in anymore. That's what you're grieving at. You're not grieving about your mother. They're not grieving about the grandmama. If you loved your grandmother, then you will love the people that care for your grandmother. And if you're disrespecting the subscribers that help take care of your grandmother and help take care of her whole family, you ain't care about your grandmother in the first place. You were just being greedy. and getting what you could get out of the whole situation. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got to say about this. Okay? May she rest in peace. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.